Try not to laugh at these funny moments in sports. Here is our compilation of the funniest sporting moments. Watch some of the funniest and most unexpected moments ever caught in the world of sports, whether you're a sports enthusiast or just need a good laugh. Remember to like and give us a thumbs up so we can continue regularly uploading videos. Number 12. Kobe Bryant ignores Chris Rock. Kobe Bryant led the Los Angeles Lakers over the Boston Celtics in the 2010 NBA Championship Finals. A funny thing happened during one of the final games when Bryant sat on the bench and ignored comic Chris Rock. In the front row, Chris Rock and comedian David Spade sat directly next to the Lakers bench. Rock tried to make Bryant laugh by pulling out his A material while Bryant sat next to him. Bryant didn't even smile as he continued to play in the zone. The funniest sports highlights are those in which Rock tries to make Bryant laugh. Number 11. The fan man interrupts the fight. A much anticipated bout between Evander Holyfield and Riddick Bowe for the WBA and IBF titles took place on November 6, 1993. One of the wildest and strangest moments in sports history occurred when fan man James Miller crashed into the ring during the 7th round. Miller's first stunt involved a 10-minute paragliding within Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas. As he made his way down to the ring, his gear became tangled in the lights. Spectators and security attacked Miller after his crash landing, rendering him unconscious. The authorities provided Miller with medical attention before charging him. Number 10. Boy's marriage proposal to Emma Raducanu. On November 28, 2021, after a heated tennis match, 7-year-old Leo Frankie was unable to let his crush go without making a marriage proposal. Emma Raducanu was a tennis star by coincidence. Frankie proposed marriage to Raducanu as silence descended upon the Royal Albert Hall. Everyone in attendance, Raducanu included, laughed heartily at this endearing moment. It also received a lot of online views, but poor Frankie didn't receive the response he was looking for. Number 9. The ball rolls between Bill Buckner's legs. Fans of the Boston Red Sox held out hope in 1986 that their team would be able to lift the fabled Bambino curse. Sadly, the curse finally showed its ugly head, leading to the most hilarious Major League Baseball incident of that year. Everyone found the situation amusing, except for Bill Buckner, the first baseman, and the Red Sox fans. In Game 6, the Sox were 5-3 up in the bottom 10th. It appeared as though Boston would ultimately end the curse when Buckner infamously failed to stop the slow-moving ground ball that went between his legs. The New York Mets went on to win Game 6 and the World Series as a result of the error. Boston fans despised Buckner for many years before the Sox ended the curse in 2004. Number 8. Squirrel scores touchdown. On September 23, 2017, during a non-conference game between Kent State and Louisville, a squirrel stole the show. The squirrel made an appearance on the 45-yard line during the second quarter. The squirrel broke free and raced for the end zone as if it were playing in the Super Bowl. When the squirrel scored a touchdown in a hilarious moment, Papa John's Cardinal Stadium's crowd and media burst into applause. Number 7. Steve Lyons pulls down his pants. While Steve Lyons has accomplished a lot in his life, few would consider taking off his pants to be one of his greatest achievements. Lyons was known for having an unusual demeanor, earning him the moniker Psycho. Yes, a new moniker was in the works. Lyons bunted into first base on July 16, 1990. He got dirt all over himself in the process. He pulled his pants down in front of thousands of people at Tiger Stadium and millions more at home as he naturally attempted to wipe them off. It was too late, even though he hastily pulled up his trousers. The secret was, in a sense, exposed. With the blooper taking over the airways, Lyons shot to fame overnight. He also adopted the moniker Moon Man. Number 6. The Phoenix Sun Gorilla mascot saves the day. In a 2017 game between the Phoenix Suns and the Washington Wizards, something happened close to the conclusion of the fourth quarter. During the game, a spectator threw a drumstick onto the court, and the Phoenix Sun Gorilla mascot appeared out of nowhere to collect it. The humorous event surprised everyone, but the mascot actually prevented the players from tripping over the piece of chicken during the game. Number 5. Roddy McRae runs through outfield fence. Though not in the way he hoped, Roddy McRae will go down in baseball history. McRae played mostly in the lower leagues, most notably the Vancouver Canadians, although he did spend a brief time in the major leagues. The greatest thing about McRae is that he was in one of baseball's funniest bloopers. McRae attempted to score on a run in the outfield of what is now Providence Park in Portland, Oregon, on May 27, 1991. After catching the ball, McRae lost control and drove over the outfield fence. The Baseball Hall of Fame plays the comical blooper every year, maintaining its status as one of baseball's greatest moments. It has even turned into a well-liked meme on the internet, maintaining McRae's reputation. Number 4. Sam Maxwell knocks out an overconfident fighter. In 2019, French fighter Sabri Sidiri had to learn a valuable lesson the hard way. You should only gloat after the battle is over, not right before. Throughout all 10 rounds of their boxing bout, Sidiri dominated Sam Maxwell, landing vicious blows to his body and head. With only 15 seconds remaining, Sidiri decided to make fun of Maxwell by lowering his hands because he was sure he would win. In Sidiri's most humiliating defeat, Maxwell took advantage and knocked him out. Number 3. Don Mattingly eats fans' popcorn. Baseball players interacting with fans is what makes the game so exciting. Don Mattingly took off to collect a foul ball on September 16, 1992. He made the decision to pause for a snack as he was unable to catch the ball. As he reached the fence, Mattingly reached into a popcorn fan's bag. The fan noticed that Mattingly had taken a few snatches of the ball, but at first he was preoccupied with the foul ball. Number 2. Jim Marshall runs the wrong way. Jim Marshall of the Minnesota Vikings had a stellar career that included setting multiple records. Regretfully, Marshall is most known for one of the NFL's most humorous incidents. Marshall reacted swiftly on October 25, 1964, when he recovered a 49ers fumble. Marshall ran 66 yards to the end zone after snatching up the ball. It appears that Marshall went into his own end zone in the incorrect direction. It resulted in a 49ers safety rather than a touchdown for his team. Fortunately, the Vikings were victorious in the end. His teammates ridiculed Marshall for his mistake on the flight home. "They kept telling me to get up in the cockpit and fly the plane," he said to the Minneapolis Star-Tribune. "This way, we would end up in Hawaii rather than Minnesota." Number 1. Fastball kills dove. Even though an animal's death is never humorous, it's difficult not to laugh at the strange circumstances that led to a dove's death in one of baseball's most bizarre incidents. In 2011, the Mariners faced the San Francisco Giants during spring training. A dove soared into pitcher Randy Johnson's pitching zone as he warmed up. The dove remained out of sight until the ball made contact, causing its feathers to burst. Peace be with you, miserable bird. I appreciate you looking. Remember to subscribe and like our YouTube channel.